Hey guys, hey guys. Today is another beautiful day. It's been really long. I haven't talked to you yet. So I'm actually having an evening walk, a beautiful evening walk. Okay. Yeah, if you can see my background, the environment looks so beautiful because actually it is spring. No, it's summer. When it's summer, it is always very beautiful. Summer. Let me show you the environment. Yeah, the trees are very beautiful. It is very actually very the leaves are very green. Okay, some of you that don't come from the United States or these countries that have different weathers, very extreme harsh weathers. Sometimes every each and every season has its own action and reaction. Okay, Jean, what do you mean by action and reaction? Let me turn to my... So when I say action and reaction, I mean, okay, actually in my gym outfit. I'm just walking, having an evening walk. Yeah, so that's why you can see me walking in the neighborhood, trying to like having an evening walk and relax my muscles. Yeah. So when what I mean by action and reaction is like if it is spring here, things are gonna be blossoming, becoming green, changing color, and all that. And even summer, you see, it's very beautiful. Right now, it's the season is summer. So when it's summer, it's gonna be hot. It depends with each state. Each state has its own environmental effects. Like now in Atlanta, Georgia, where I am, it is spring. It's summer. Okay, in the summer here, kind of hot, but it's not extreme yet. That's a good thing. And when it's summer, in between summer and spring, between spring and summer, we actually always have this heat, but the trees are gonna be blossoming, gonna be looking so good, and it's gonna be a very nice environment. When you walk, you're gonna feel the breeze of the trees because the trees they're gonna be producing oxygen and then consuming carbon dioxide. Yeah. So that is basically right now you can see it's very green, very beautiful. But once it gets to fall and winter, you cannot see these leaves. Okay, now do you see how this one looks like? This particular tree. Hmm? This particular tree actually just looks like what all other trees look like. Look at this one. All these trees that you see, they are very beautiful right now. You see these trees that are beautiful? They will all turn to this one here. Okay? And that one there. I don't know why these two are looking like they're dying when it's very early. But that's how it comes to all these trees. All these beautiful trees will turn to like that one. Okay? Yeah. So basically, trying to say is when it's summer or when it's spring and summer, let me say like that, we always have very nice environment. Okay, we have very nice environment, very nice weather. It's beautiful, it's green, it blossoms, it's fresh. Okay, so even that's why when I'm walking outside I feel very fresh. But when it's winter, once it gets to fall and winter, it starts becoming cold. Okay, so when it's winter, even the leaves shed. If it starts getting to fall, which is between October, November, December, then the leaves are gonna start shedding, and it's gonna be all the leaves are gonna be gone. Okay, throughout the whole time of winter, which is very cold. Yeah, so that's not my main aim of our talk today. I just want to walk within my beautiful neighborhood and show you how it looks like. Okay, and so what I want to say is that, yeah, so what I want to say is during spring or during winter, it's a very different environment. It's a very actually different environment. it's cold. Going outside, you're just so, you don't want to actually go outside. You want to be inside. That's how bad it is, okay? Yeah, someone is trying to like stay away. Okay? Yeah, so sorry guys. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say, that during winter, yeah, that person is a delivery that's Marcos pizza delivery driver. Okay, yeah, that's just by the way. Okay, so the main aim of why I started this video is as I'm walking, having an evening walk in my neighborhood, I wanted to talk about something called the power of the tongue. Okay, power of the tongue. You know, the Bible says the tongue is a very small part of the body, but this tongue, it can burn the whole nation. Okay, yeah, so that's why it is very important. The power of your words should be, you should be very mindful of your words. Whatever you speak, the Bible says that life and death is in the power of the tongue, right? What does that mean? Whatever you speak positively to your life, most probably is gonna come to pass. So it is very important for you to speak positive words towards your life, okay? Positivity is very actually important. Positivity is one of the key things that one should have. You should be positive in every way, okay? However much things are maybe not looking so good, I will advise you to be always speaking positive. Okay, let's say for example, you're lacking, you don't have money. Don't say, oh, I'm always poor, I'm very poor, please don't speak that. Be positive and say, okay, I know I don't have money right now, but I know I'm blessed and I know I'm rich. That one will change. Okay, now why am I saying that there's power in the tongue? This one is actually something that, let me show you my neighborhood, not me. Yeah, this one is something that I can say happened to me. Okay, when I was early in my younger, when I say younger, is before my teenagehood. Okay, I used to, my mom and dad had a farm, big farm. Okay, had a farm that we used to do farming, especially when we were in high school, close schools. We're gonna say, oh, it's good that you help in the farming and all that. And I hated farming. Trust me, I hated farming, because where I come from, it rains a lot. It really love raining. I don't know, it's like raining is the order of the day. So I hated that thing of going to the farm when it's raining and all that. So basically, I remember this particular time, not even once, not even twice, I loved reading novels and story books and all that, even when I was very young in my primary school. I don't know how, yeah, it's like elementary or whatever. I used to love reading novels. I had my elder sisters who were in high school, and I would actually be taking their storybooks and reading them during the time they're at home, because they used to be in boarding schools. So when they close school and come with their storybooks, I'll be taking them. Very informative. So I remember this particular time, why I say the power of the tongue. I remember this particular time, my mom actually wanted us to go to the farm, and say, Mom, me, I don't want to go to the farm. And where I come from, they believe that if you never knew farming, because that was olden days, those old people that, let me say, the culture, basically, when the older culture, they believe that if you don't know how to farm, or if you can't go to the farm, We had one of our neighbors was an elderly lady, and she used to help my mom to farm. And she said, "Oh, if you don't know how to farm, why are you gonna get married?" Because that was the myth. Okay, farming was one of the things that in the olden days, because people used not to be learned. So in the olden days, if you actually don't know how to farm, you are looked as if you are not a perfect match or a perfect wife or something like that. Okay, so this elderly lady said that, "Oh, this girl, you don't know how to farm. Where are you gonna be? Where are you gonna get married?" And I said, "Don't worry about me, because I know when I grow up, I'm gonna go overseas, and I'm not gonna stay in Africa. So I am not gonna be caring about, okay, this culture that you have to do this and that." You see, I said when I was barely 10 years, or at most I should have been 12. Okay, continue exploring the environment. So that's what I spoke. I spoke, and I believed in my heart, because I really never, even up to today, my siblings make jokes. They practically make jokes. And I will one time go home and make a video of that, and them talking about, they do talk, make jokes about it. It's a true thing, but they do make jokes about it, that it's because I hated farming. That's why I worked so hard, and I left Africa and came to the US, because I knew once I come, I'm not gonna be farming. Yeah, farming was one of our main thing, and we do get like everything food wise organic from our farm, eat and sell, and that's what we used to do. That was like the main thing in our community. Okay, so though my mom and dad were, they had their own government jobs, but still that was part of our, let me say, community income or something for some people. Yeah, so I spoke that as a joke, though I really meant it, because I hated doing those activities of farming. And I actually spoke towards it. And I remember even after my college, I came home, and I asked mom, while I was in college though, I asked mom that I wanted to get my birth certificate, because I wanted to get passport. And my mom was like, "Why do you want to get a passport? Where do you want to go?" To be sincere, to be sincere, I actually never knew that I would be traveling. Okay, that was like, let me say, 4 years before I got a visa to come to US. Okay, coming to the United States, I can say it is predestined by God. Not that I planned it, not that I really had desire to like travel overseas, but I didn't know where, and I didn't have no plan. So I remember when I went to take my passport, my mom asked me that, "Oh, you want to get a passport? Where do you want to travel?" I used to make jokes all the time, but my jokes were valid, and I will speak positive things towards me. Okay, and just before then of getting the passport, I remember this one time, that same lady, she died. I don't know if, but I think she's no more or something like that. I'm not sure. That particular time, she said, no, this one time we were speaking, I think it should be her or someone else. I spoke like, you that don't know how to farm, how are you gonna survive? And I said something. I say, see, when I grow up, I'll be very rich. And I was telling, and my mom will be, you stop talking. I say, no, mom, when I grow up, I'll be very rich. And mom, I will take good care of you. Trust me. And I will be speaking like a child. And I'll say, Mom, when I grow up, I will have money and I'll be taking good care of you. You will not even do anything. I know right now you are taking care of me, but I will take care of you. I was speaking. Okay, mark you, I'm not the firstborn in our family. I am actually, we are like eight in our family. And I'm not the firstborn. I have my elder sisters and my brother. So basically, that was it. I spoke like that and it went. I guess basically I was like 10 there or 8. Okay. And then when I coming back to the passport thing, my asked me, why do you want to take the passport? Right now it's at night, guys, so I know it might not be looking nice, the photos and all that, but yeah, I'm walking, it's in evening, because yeah, if I walk during the day, it'll be very hard. I can actually walk. Okay, so going back to my story, my mom asked me, why are you getting the passport? I say, okay mom, I want to get a passport. Where are you going? And I make a joke and say, I'm going overseas. And she said, why are you going over? How are you going overseas by yourself? Then I was actually in my very early 20s. Yeah. So, and she said, I said, okay, mom, I can always visit overseas. She said, if you go overseas, that was a joke, we were joking. If you go overseas, then where will you get my son-in-law? Because I know mostly in Africa, we believe that you have to get married there and get someone there. If I go overseas, where am I gonna get his son-in-law? And I say, mom, even in the US even overseas I can still get your son-in-law. And that was it. We made jokes and it was done and done. Barely like 3 years later or 4, lo and behold, one of my friend, my workmate that we used to work with, she used to apply for green card. So this particular time I had stayed, that was a weekend, but we were at work. We used to work sometimes during the weekend because where we used to work, it used to be an institution and it was very busy. So that particular weekend we didn't really have too much work. So she said, oh Jean, I'm applying for a green card. Do you mind doing that? And I said, oh yeah. But I know I didn't have a passport photo. And I used my high school passport photo. I did not like it. Wasn't something that I was like putting my mind or focusing on. No, I was like, okay, you've been applying for so long, you have never actually been selected. So yeah, I'll just do it because you are saying, because people do it. So yeah, let me do it because you are doing it. So I did it, and I forgot about it. So basically, the green card always applied in beginning of, I guess, October and November. Let's say October 4th to November, maybe like 5th or something like that. Basically, I'm not sure about the dates, but that between October and November. And then the results are gonna come in May the following year. Probably the early days of May, either 4th, 1st, or wherever, all of that. It actually always differs. So in that May 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 10th, I had not checked. And I remember this time we actually stayed behind because we had a lot of work in office. And so I went and stayed in her office and we were working. And I said, oh Jane, I asked her, by the way, did you ever check for your results? She said, yeah, I checked. I did not get. I told you that thing. No one gets. I said, okay. She said, have you ever checked? I said, no. I said, okay, let me log in and check. So when I logged in and checked, man, you will not believe it. It wasn't going through. And she said, I heard that when you try logging in and it doesn't go through, probability of you having been selected is very high. I said, okay. I said, I've tried, it's not working. So what am I supposed to do? And she said that, okay, if you have tried and it hasn't worked, let me try for you. Yeah. So she actually tried it for me. And I gave it to her, and then she had to try it for me, check it. Yeah. So she had to try and check it for me. And sorry guys, I was actually trying to move because somebody was passing. Yeah, so she tried to check for me. And when she tried it 2 and 3 times, lo and behold, it went through. You have been selected for further processing. I was like, it did not hit me fast. But I'm like, so what is this thing of getting a green card, and what is the big deal? Okay, I'm telling you guys, it's now getting darker and darker and darker in my neighborhood. But I'm walking still. Yeah, so I stayed for almost like a week before it hit me. Oh man, Jane, actually you are going. That's when I started doing the processing of the visa now. And I started processing. And another thing that I can say about the power of tongue. I remember this particular time I didn't have money. All my parents, my mom and my dad, had retired. And so they didn't have money to sponsor my travel and all those processing and all that, and the air tickets and all that. So I remember I asked one of my cousins to sponsor me because he had a better job. And he told me that I should go and ask my parents if they can even like sell part of our land and now give me, and when I go later on they can buy. And I remember I left his office and I stood outside and I told God, I know you are God Almighty, the one that has never failed. And I know for sure one thing. The Bible says that you have never failed. And so God, I know I am not going to fail. And I speak the truth that I am not going to borrow anyone, but you are going to provide for me. Okay? I spoke the word. I spoke positivity. I did not key into anyone telling me that, oh, you don't have any money, or how are you going to be going? No, I did not look at that. But I spoke the word. I spoke the positivity. And I spoke the life in my preparation and everything. And so in all the story that I'm telling you, what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say this, that in everything that you do, whatever you utter from your mouth, whatever you speak through your mouth will come to be established. Okay? If you say always speaking positive things, trust me, positive things will come your way. Positive things will come your way. But if you're this kind of person that is always, oh, I am actually so poor. Oh, I don't even know if I will ever get this. Oh, this is how it is, and all that and all that. Trust me, you can never, and I'm not saying because I'm saying in a wrong way or whatever, but whatsoever thing you speak, and whatsoever thing you put your mind in, and whatsoever thing you actually focus on, it shall come to pass. It does not matter how powerful, how I have noticed even when I'm sick and I speak and they say, you know what, I am not going to be sick, and this sickness, this pain is going, and I was speaking and say, this pain is not going anywhere, it has to end. Trust me, that pain will end. And later on I will realize, oh, by the way, I was sick. Okay, so I was healed, So basically, trying to say this, it's very, you can't even see me now. It's very late. Okay. Basically, what I'm saying is, start speaking positive things in your life. Whatsoever thing you speak, it goes deep into your heart, and it goes deep into your soul, and it goes deep into your feeling, especially if you are sick. Speak life that I will live and I will not die. I will live and I will not die. I am not going to be sick. Even if you feel you're sick, but just speak. I am not going to be sick. I'm going to be alive. And I'm not going to, nothing is going to put me down. And trust me, before you know it, your body will start responding. Okay? Spiritually, your body will start responding and respond positively. So speak positivity into your life because there is power in your tongue. Okay, especially I'm gonna speak to our moms. Please, as a mother, it is very important to speak positive things to your child. Especially this one happened a lot in Africa. Stop calling bad names your children. Like, oh, look at this stupid one. Why are you? No. Say, my child, you are blessed. I know you've made a mistake. This is not nice. This is not the best thing. But I know one thing. You are not stupid. You are smart. You will prosper. You will excel. You are the first and not the last. You are the big. You are excelling in everything that you do. You will prosper in whatever you touch. Like, speak positivity in your child's life. And I've actually, from the research I've seen, most people who are always having inferiority in their lives or having, I don't know how I can say, low self-esteem, it doesn't just start like that. Okay? That low self-esteem, it actually just began with childhood. Childhood, that is nature. There is nurture and nature. So whatsoever nurture or whatsoever nature they had, wherever they grew up from, or whoever brought them up, matters a lot. Okay, my first job when I came to the United States, I used to work as a dietary aide. Okay, and we had this lady here. This lady, whenever she's angry, she would smash everything and do everything, break everything, and get angry and leave. For me, that one was very surprising, because I don't see personally how I'm gonna get angry to that level of breaking things and breaking dishes and all that. And so there's this particular time I sat down and I asked Kathy, why is this one happening? Do you think are you okay? And all, like, I tried to make some friendship with her and talk to her and all that. And she told me her story. And she said when she was young, she never had a stable home. She was moving from one home because the government took her from her parent, because her parent was not, I think there was some, in the US, if you don't take care of your children, they will take your child away and take them to foster home. So she says she was in foster home and she had so many families who will take care of her, leave her and abuse her and all that. Like, she will not have a stable life. And so she grew up having so many challenges in her life. And I think to her, if what I saw is like she was bitter with life. Why did I not grow up with only my parents and my family? So for her, she had not dealt with that childhood trauma. She had not dealt with that childhood thing that was eating her up. That elephant that was eating her up. And it is very important to speak positivity in life. And even such a person, if they receive Christ in their life and know that there's somebody that loves them more than even their parents, and then that one will change. And if they actually have somebody that can speak to them and counsel them and help them to overcome whatsoever thing they are going through, then they will become better people. So in summary, I'll just say one thing. It is very important for whatsoever thing you speak in your life you speak in your children's life, and you speak in your friend's life or your partner's life, or husband or your wife. It is always very important to speak positive things. And more so, if you are a married person, stop making jokes and say, oh, I can leave this. I don't like making jokes with, because being like, especially for Christians, is an accuser of brethren with the devil. So if you are this person that is always saying negative things in your marriage, oh, I will leave this marriage, oh, this marriage is no good, even if it is no marriage or whatever is perfect, I don't want to go that route. But I'm saying, as a married person, or if you have a relationship, or you have a family, be speaking positive things in your life. Let your tongue speak positivity in your life. Okay? Let your tongue bring positivity, and let that positivity that you speak move deeper into your heart and move deeper into your soul, and let it change your heart, and let it change your spiritual thinking, and let it change your motive, and let it change your thinking capacity, and all that, and everything. Okay? So this one was something I wanted to speak about, and I wanted to share today. And may you be blessed. Oh man, it's very dark. May you be blessed. And so next one, and bye. God bless.